Good evening. Welcome to the live. Happy Monday, everybody. Thank you very much for joining in. If you've just come into the live, please make sure you tap on your screen. We just started the live, so we do need those taps coming. Let's see who are the first people in the live. Madi Lepa, how you doing? Now I see you. MG, I see you. Mantoko, I see you. Bitumelo Tabo, I see you. Kherat, I see you. Daddy G. Rachel, I see you. Noho Marlon, I see you. Spesi Twana, I see you. Bambi, I see you. Mpumuza, I see you. Millie, no Nano, Z Pony Cliff, I see you. Rendani, welcome to the live. Let's tap on our screens. Humba, how are you doing? Mtogozisi, how are you doing? Guys, let's tap on our screens. I just started the live a minute ago. Good evening, Nano Z. Voicele, I see you. Juju, I see you. Darky Ross, I see you. Pony Cliff, welcome to you too. Respect, good evening to you. Guys, let's tap on our screens. We've just started the live, so we've got a tap. Mgolisi, I see you. Tandega, thank you very, very much for tapping. Captive Sweetheart, how are you doing? Guys, let's power tap. Spikiri, I see you. Orenele, I see you. Let's tap. Bongani, hello. Shane, good evening to you. Gloria, I see you. Ravana, I see you. Guys, we've got to tap. Everybody tapping on your screen. Tap. Let's go. Ntetelelo, how are you doing? Welcome back. I saw you earlier, Ntetelelo, I think. Jerry, how are you? Glinile, I see you. Mokona, I see you. Shleti, I see you. Let's see who's tapping on their screens. Thank you very much for tapping. Mtogo Zisi. Escobar, how you doing? Costa, I see you. Lucent, thank you for tapping. Salfi, thank you so much for tapping. Aikena Tetelelo. B, thank you so much. I see you tapping. Please keep those power taps coming. Guys, this is our topic for the day, and we are going to discuss it just now, but I like to start the live when the taps are at 10. I like to start the live when the taps are at 10. So we are almost there, halfway there, and then we are going to start when we get to 10. Guys, keep those power taps coming. Today we're going to talk about the Madlanga Commission, but we will start talking once the taps have done the tapping first. Ekena, you're welcome. Shangi, how you doing? Tabzito, Rams, I see you. Sharon, thank you very much for tapping on your screen. Dear son, I see you. Guys, let's keep those taps coming. It is a beautiful Monday. Tomorrow is Tuesday. The week she has officially started. The week she has started, and she has started without peace. She has started violently. She has started without calmness. It's been like a hectic first 18 hours of the day. Is it 18 hours that we've already had for the day? About 18 hours or so. Nokwazi, how are you doing? CV, how are you doing? Guys, please do keep those taps coming. We're almost there. And then once we get there with those taps, then we're going to get going with our conversation of the day. Eric, how are you? I hope you are good. Guys, please do make sure that you're tapping. And by the way, guys, let me know in the comments section, what did you think about Matlanga Commission today? Did you even have some time to watch it and to listen? Yeah. So, guys, please do make sure you are tapping. P-Way, thank you very, very much. Let's see who else is there. Kabelo, welcome to the live. Muntle, thank you very much for tapping. Mtogozisi, thank you very much for those taps, guys. Please do keep them coming. But we are already there. Oh, Mawande, thank you very much for joining. Somebody said, I didn't listen because you weren't live. Morongwa, I was live. Mapaseka says, Molo nawe Mapaseka. Dumela lwena Tobela, sawubona unjani? Njani? Pri, I am fantastic. Mustafa, thank you very much for joining and thank you very much for connecting with me. Guys, if you're new to my live, welcome to the live and thank you very, very much for deciding to join in and to join this live on this beautiful Monday morning. Mpura, how are you? Esther, how are you? Yes, you absolutely missed me. Morungwa, 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 Morungwa. Click on my profile picture. You're gonna see a bell notification. Please hit that bell to know when I am live. Next time, I'm gonna put you in detention if you don't come to the live. Guys, if you're new to my live, please click on my profile picture, that one over there, and then you're gonna hit the red button that says FOLLOW to connect. TP Sun, thank you very much for the chili. Teddy, I see you. Ted, how are you doing? Thank you so much, Morongwa. So, guys, we are gonna talk about the Madlanga Commission today. Today, we heard some very chilling testimony, right? We got to walk in the shoes of the investigators that are investigating these high profile unalivings, particularly the unaliving of Aman Swat, who's an engineer from the Val from a company called Q Tech. Now, the story of Aman Swat is not only tragic because he was unalived, it's also tragic because he was unalived by mistake. He wasn't the real target of the entire thing. But today we got to walk in the shoes of the investigators, and I am telling you, from where I'm sitting, from my vantage point, it is not a beautiful place to be. It's not a stunning place to be. It's definitely a place that most of us wouldn't want to be. So we have these witnesses that are coming to the commission. As far as I know, it's witness A, B, and C. Now, witness A was on the stand today the entire day. In fact, I believe witness A might have did witness A finish? I'm not quite sure if the day ended or if witness A finished. But what witness A had to say is the stuff of the movies. I it is like a movie. It is like Isibaya or The Queen or Konja. What was that other drama with the lady who owned a shebeen and she was like a big mafia boss? Yeah, that one. I cannot remember the name. Not Generations Moronga. It's also like Generations, right? But also like that one. I cannot remember. But she had what was her daughter? Gomorrah. Yes, Gomorrah. That's the one. Like, in fact, Scandal, Gomorrah, Zabalaza, the river. I'm starting to think those things are better. They're less dangerous than this real life that we're hearing about. All of those things. So it sounded like it did not sound real. But basically, do let me know in the comment section if you listened. Please let me know in the comment section so that we can maybe go straight to your calls. If you didn't have a chance to listen, please do let me know as well in the comment section if you need a summary. Who needs a summary? Who wants us to do a summary? If you want a summary, say yes. If you do not need a summary, then say no. Guys, thank you very much for tapping on your screen. If you're new to my live, please click on my profile picture and you're gonna hit the FOLLOW button. Okay, so a lot of people saying let's do the summary first. I think I also need the summary myself. Maybe we can listen to a clip or two as well as part of that summary in case you didn't listen. I mean, guys, it was just incredibly, I don't even know what to call it, incredibly eye-opening because it showed us a lot about what this country has become in terms of safety. I mean, we have police officers asking for protection. We have the police needing the police to protect them. And then we have the police working with the people they're supposed to be protecting. And I'm not gonna lie. Guys, if you were listening, it looks like Gauteng police are rotten. It looks like they are just rotten. I'm not saying all of them. I'm saying it looks like, from what we heard today. I mean, there were parties mentioned, there are brown envelopes that were mentioned, there are safe houses mentioned. It is chaotic. It is absolutely chaotic. Nonetheless, let's start right at the beginning. Remember, everything that is said is alleged. Everything that is said is alleged because these are things that are yet to be proven. There are people who are in court who have not been convicted of anything. They are just in court as suspects. So we have to bear that in mind. Nobody has been convicted, but the fact that Madlanga Commission has been set up has necessitated a situation which is really unprecedented in many ways, a situation where the commission gets to hear testimony and gets to see evidence which ideally should have been uh, presented in court, but it is now being presented in front of the Madlanga Commission before it gets to court. And I was saying earlier, I don't know what the effect of this is going to be on the trial itself, because now you are laying out your evidence for your for the accused to see beforehand and see how you presented and sort of punch those holes in it. However, they were in any case going to get the information before they go to trial, right? But one cannot help but wonder what the effects of this is. It is quite unprecedented, where the a commission and the country gets to see first-hand evidence before it's even argued in court. So it will be very, very interesting to see. So let's start with witness A. Witness A is an investigating officer who has insight on the workings, or rather what happened in the who has the workings of what happened in the unaliving of Aman Swat, and I believe other cases as well. But we're going to talk mainly about Aman Swat because that is the case that was in discussion today. By the way, guys, if you're new to my live, you're very, very welcome. Please make sure you are tapping on your screen. But also, if you're new to the live, let's go together now. Everybody, click on that profile picture. You're going to see my bio, and then you're going to hit the red button that says FOLLOW. If you would like to watch the Madlanga Commission or the ad hoc committee, which is going to be on tomorrow, Mutsunga, thank you very much. If you'd like to watch any of that, you're going to hit me up on my red app. Ooh, that was very bad phrasing. No, don't hit me up. Connect with me on the red app. Subscribe. That is the correct way to say that. Subscribe to the red app. You can find the link. You can find the link in my bio. You can find the link in my bio, guys. How do you get to my bio? You just click on my profile picture over here, and then you first hit FOLLOW, and then you can go to my bio to get the link, or you can search for Miss Media TV to connect. Musunga, what happened? No, nothing happened. I was just saying I spoke in a very awkward way. So let's talk about witness A, right? So this is a witness among there's three of them among two others. This is a witness who is a police officer. A police officer clearly, Qila, thank you very much, clearly living in fear for his life. A police officer who came from KZN I believe he's from KZN. He came to assist with investigations in Gauteng, and it looks like what they met was just nothing that they expected, right? They come here and they are called to the scene of an unaliving, and this is in the Val, and the victim in this case is Aman Swat, right? And Aman Swat is an engineer from the Val. They go to the scene. The police who are investigating have already cleared out the scene, and that is that. At some point, arrests are made, and in those arrests, it turns out there is one police officer, and these are arrests of alleged hitmen. In the arrest, there's one police officer. His name is Michael Puletao. That was actually the first story that we did about the arrest of Amansart, I remember I did that as well on my page. And it at that point, it seemed random to us as the public, right? And Michael Pulitao is arrested alongside one other person, I believe. And that person is, was it Floyd Mabusela? Yeah, but Michael Pulitao is arrested, and he's the key figure because he's the police officer. And they ask him, "But aren't you supposed to be on duty?" He says, "Yeah, I'm supposed to be at work." Nonetheless, so they find a vehicle, and in this vehicle there are cartridges from a pew pew, and he says, "No, those they used, they're used." And he says, "No, they belong to his brother. His brother is a hunter." And then they find pew pews, and they take these pupils in. But in the time when they get back to work, then at some point, a Major General Shibiri, uh, who works in the Gauteng cluster, calls one of them and says, "Look, I just need a briefing on that incident, that crime that you guys are covering." So they couldn't, they didn't want to brief him on the phone because they said, "Listen, this thing is super sensitive. We cannot brief you on the phone, but we'll come to your office." So three of them go to the office. And by the way, there were five of these investigators. Until now, three of them have excused themselves from working on the case. So only two left working on the case. It is unclear what the reasons are, but I do believe that in Kwanazi said, they feared for their lives, and this is why they have stopped working on the case. Witness A, I must say, is staying at a safe house, and Witness A did not appear before the commission to protect their identity. Witness A did use his own real voice because he says he knows that he is known among the people who are concerned in all of this, but they do not want any further exposure because they've since learned that they are not totally safe, which is why they're staying at the safe house. Zemi, good evening. How are you? Guys, please tap, 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 tap on your screen. If you're new to the live, you click on my profile picture and you hit FOLLOW button. That would make my day. It's gonna put a smile on my face. So anyway, so now these officers then go to Major General Shibiri's office. When they get there, this Major General says to them, "Brief me on what's happening with this case." So they brief him. Mtungwa, thank you very much for the roses. Mr. Socks, thank you very much for connecting. Talita, thank you very much for connecting. Les, I see you. Zemi, I see you. Thank you for sharing the live. So he says to them, "I need you to know that this case you're working on is a very dangerous case. So you have to watch your step, watch where you're going. It's a very dangerous case. And there's a guy called Zungu, and Zungu works with the police, and Zungu also works with the people who are involved in that case." And it's like, Hebana, what do you mean? Thank you very much for the chili sangoma. Good evening, Eddie. And it's like, what do you mean? Zungu is an officer and he works with these people who are wanted. How is this a part of normal everyday conversation? How are we saying, "Oh, by the way, there's Sergeant so or Captain so"? Lerato, thank you very much for the finger hearts. How is this part of normal conversation? But these cops are sitting there and they're listening to this, and they never really do get to know who Zungu is, but they know that Zungu allegedly works with these people. And this Major General tells them that there is also, guys, who was the other person? I didn't write it down. I know it sounds like Swazi or please remind me in the comment section who the other name is. Apparently that person is a late taxi boss, and he's already passed on. Mswati, thank you very much, Lerato. There's also a Mswati there, and Mswati had already passed away, but allegedly this Major General tells them that Mswati is one of the people that are involved, and all of these people are very, very dangerous, right? And then he says, these people are going to do anything to make this case go away. They're going to. That was me sneezing. So he says these people are going to do anything to make this thing go away. So as we speak, I'll have you know, and this is a major general, and he's speaking to police officers. Thank you so much, Osti. Thank you, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, you're my namesake. That's my other name. Sbuda, thank you so much. Thank you, Shane. So he says, I'll have you know, there are three brown envelopes. There's a brown envelope for investigating officers, and these three people investigating officers, right? He says there are three brown envelopes for the for one for um, investigating officers. There's a brown envelope for the magistrate. There's a brown envelope for the prosecutor to make sure that these people who've been arrested get bail. Thank you very much, Lerato. Of course, these, like I said in the beginning, all of these are allegations. They come from the Malanga Commission. Nobody has been, people have been charged, but nobody has been found guilty of anything. Thank you very much, Sipahle, Spahle. Nobody has been found guilty of anything, so we have to bear that in mind. Nonetheless, so this Major General says, I've got three brown envelopes. He doesn't say I've got three brown envelopes, guys. He says there are three brown envelopes. He doesn't say whether he has them. He doesn't say how he knows these envelopes are available. But these three men just look at him and they're like, Uti nilo baba. And then one of them, a lady who will testify tomorrow, I believe, witness B, does question it and questions it not in a positive light, in a way that shows that no, this is this doesn't seem right. Nonetheless, the engagement is a bit ambiguous, right? They cannot tell. Are you saying you want to give us the brown envelopes? Or are you saying when the brown envelopes come, we shouldn't take them? They're not quite sure, but there's a gut feeling. Witness says there's a gut feeling that says this is awkward because they expected this Major General to actually say, if the brown envelopes come, don't take them. But he doesn't say that either. He just says there are brown envelopes. Nonetheless, they don't take the brown envelopes and they leave, right? Soon after, they're invited to a party, and when they get to this party, this is like story, guys. You know when somebody says it's a story. That's how it sounds. Nonetheless, so when they then go to this party where they're invited by somebody called Vusindlela, um, somebody called Ndlala, I believe. They are invited to a party at a White House on the Hill, and they're expecting to see what? They're expecting to see a White House on the Hill. But what do they see when they get to the party? They see a boutique hotel in was it North Cliff? I believe it was in North Cliff, and it is a boutique hotel that is allegedly owned by Lerato Kganyago's husband. She was also a part owner of the hotel until she withdrew from it to take care of her other I suppose her other projects. So he is currently now the only owner. So they go to this party, and this Vusindlala is there. But then when they get to this party, they realize that no, man, no, there's lots of cops here. They thank you very much, Jacques. There's lots of cops here, and they're surprised, right? And then they also see this Major General Shibiri, and it's like, how we are partying with our big boss now. And they are surprised, right? They are surprised, like, why are we partying with our big boss? And witness A says, had he known he wasn't going to go to that party, had he known that the big boss is there, you can imagine if you're going to a party, you're going to have a good time, you're going to be dancing, you're going to be going mad. You don't want to do that next to your boss. But it looks like the boss did not mind. The boss is there, and then the boss makes a joke because this party is full of police officers, but it's not an SAPS thing. It's not an SAPS thing. It is not. It is not. But it's just full of cops. and to the point that it looks awkward. And witness A says it was just an odd environment, a little bit tense in the beginning. And then Major General Shibiri makes a joke to the person who invited them, whose name is Vusi Ndlala. And he says, Vusi, uh, you should say if you're opening up a police station here, kwako. So it sounds like this Vusi person has some sort of ownership, whether it's formal or informal, but has some sort of ownership of this place, because they're saying, tell us if you are opening a police station here. And the reason that they say that joke is because the place is full of cops. Nonetheless, the party goes on and nobody mentions the case or the brown envelopes to these investigators. They don't mention it. And they leave, but then this investigator says he thinks it's odd. Witness B was not there, the lady. Witness B was not there. And witness A says he texts witness B and he says, guess who's here? I guess who's here? It's Major General. And with witness B doesn't make much of it, but witness A is a bit perturbed. It's like a bit surprised and taken aback. But all that happens and then it's over. And then they invite them for another party. They invite them for another party. This time witness A is not in town. Witness C goes, I believe. Was it witness C who went? I'm not sure which witness went, but one of the people went, and witness A says, I wanted to know what's going on. And then witness A says, I wouldn't have gone to the party the first time. So Matlanga says, but you said you wouldn't go to the party the first time. Why would you go the second time? He says, well, by the time the second time came around, I was already too curious. I needed to know what these people are playing at. What the hell? What the hell is going on? And he says that's why I would have gone the second time, because now I was curious as to what is going on. And so that is how the story of the entire situation happens. And then there's a situation of ballistics tests. Remember, they found pew-pews at the unaliving, and now they have to do ballistics tests. But the people who do the person who does ballistics does not fully test and does not test the pew-pew against other pew-pews around the country to see if they were involved in other crimes. And it turns out that when it's taken to KZN to be tested, they find that this pew pew from the Amanswat incident is related to many other crimes and pew pew wings. And they will talk more about that, I believe, tomorrow, right? So that is what happened. But I did skip over a part where, okay, I'll go back to it. Guys, please tap on your screen. If you've just joined us, you're very, very welcome. Please make sure you click on my profile picture and hit the FOLLOW button to connect with me. One thing that I didn't say is, at that second party, the investigator who went lets witness A know that there are even more top SAPS officials at the second party, including including the commissioner of Gauteng, the provincial commissioner of Gauteng. So those of you who've been asking where the other commissioners are, some of them are at the party at the White House on the Hill. So anyway, they say the commissioner of Gauteng was there. However, and I have to express, there's no allegation, there's no crime that seems to have happened at that party, nothing, right? The commissioner just happened to be there with a bunch of other top SAPS brass, but nothing bad happened. And Sposh says, I feel sorry for the witnesses. Yes, absolutely, because they're staying at safe houses. They felt unsafe. I skipped over a critical part, and we will go back to that part. But I need to charge my laptop first. So yeah, just give me 1 minute. Yes, so we do have to bear in mind that nothing illegal seems to have happened at any of those parties. They were just explaining to us, and witness A was saying that he was finding, or he had a gut feeling that they're trying to use these parties to kind of lure them in and try to bring them on board to find a way to help these people that have been arrested. And witness A says at some point, Vusi Ndlala comes to him and says, in the case of Tau, Michael Puletau, he says, no, Michael Puletau is going to get bail. And this investigator is like, no way, there's absolutely no way, because we have an airtight case against him. And this guy says, Lala says, he's gonna get bail. If he does not get bail, he will escape. If he does not escape, he will unalive the investigating officers. And it's like, yeah, because I'm the investigating officer. What do you mean? What do you mean? If he doesn't get bail and if he doesn't escape, he's gonna alive me? Basically, he didn't really say that, but that is basically what it meant, right? And he was telling him there's no way that that guy's gonna get bail, absolutely no way. But then again, if he doesn't get bail, I'm letting you know that you're gonna get unalived. And that is just such an odd thing to say to a person, right? It sounds like a direct warning to say, yeah, so essentially that's what allegedly happened with that situation. Eventually, Michael Puletau did end up getting bail. So yeah, Michael Puletau did end up getting bail. So that's how it went. And the witness says, I was shocked. I did not understand how he got bail. But yeah, that's what happened in that case. So I completely skipped over the middle part where the arrest happened. No, no, Mkosi, I do not have a flu. I do have sinuses when it's change of season. Every single day, this is my life. Thank you very much, Philip. So yeah, it's not a flu. It's daily life. So I did skip over an entire situation where the entire part where the arrest actually happened and how their vehicles were linked. And these people, they were that's needing sneezing is worrying. Oh, it's okay, Musha, don't worry about it. It happens every single day. Nisibulalela sisters bethu ngale corruption money eniyidla ekonga. Okay. Thank you very much. Ntomfuti, I've tried Allergex. It makes me too sleepy. I cannot function. But thank you very much. I will see what else I could try. So I skipped over the entire part about the arrest and also about, you guys know that Katiso Katie Molefe was arrested for the unaliving of Amanswat. So we have to talk about how he now gets linked to all of this. So I think we should listen to that part because there is a recording about it. But one other thing that stood out for me was there's a vehicle that was used in all of these things, right? And this vehicle, one of them, there were several, there were three vehicles, I think it was a C200, a Mercedes Benz. There was guys, what is is it a Vino? That minibus type of Mercedes Benz. Guys, please remind me. Well, I don't know cars. But yeah. Thank you very much, Lisbeth. Viano. Is it a Mercedes Benz? Is a Viano a Mercedes Benz? But yeah, there was that Viano. Oh, it's a Mercedes Benz Viano, and there was also a an i10. I think i10 is Hyundai. I think it's Hyundai i10. I10. So yeah, there were three vehicles, but one of them, they said it had a duplicated registration number, and when they checked it, it led them to some old lady somewhere who had no idea what they were talking about. And on the day of the incident, she was at home. I-20, I-20. Thank you very much, Boiti, for the chili. I-20. And she had no idea what they were talking about. So they had just cloned her registration number and slapped it on that vehicle. Imagine, guys, you're just sitting at home and people are coming to you and they're like, do you know? Do you know Armand? And you're like, what are you talking about? And you're not even there, you wouldn't even know a Viano. I saw the picture. Now I know it. Now I know it because I saw the picture of it. Thank you very much, Tepi. Thank you very much. I will try, Claire. Thank you very much. I'll find out about that one. So yeah, so I let's listen to how Katiso Molefe gets implicated in all of this. Remember, he was not arrested, but I think the evidence we heard, the messages, the WhatsApp messages, the communication between himself and the alleged hitman is a little bit damning. It's especially when we get to that message, yeah, abuti reshapo, it is damning. So let's listen to that one.
April 2024 between Mr. Tau and Mr. Molefe. Witness A, we were dealing with paragraph 33.1 of your statement. If you can just tell us what it is that you want to tell the commissioners about the link on the 12th of April 2024.
Guys, please tap on your screen. If you're new to the live, please click on my profile picture, that one over there, and then you're gonna hit the red button that says FOLLOW. Guys, I am gonna open the panel soon, and then you can call in and then help me fill in some of the gaps. Kunta, thank you very much. Marazo, thank you. Ali, I see you. Dike Lady, I see you. Matapelo, I see you. Thank you for connecting. Boot, yeah. So please also let me know if you can hear. Can you hear?
Between Mr. Tau and Mr. Molefe.
Yes, Commissioners. This will be a call record that was that shows that on the 12th of April 2024, that is 5 days before the murder, Michael Puletau received a call from Mr. Katiso Mulife on 11:38, and then the duration of the call was 119 seconds. And then Michael Puletau makes a call to Mulife at 11:43, which was a duration of 14 seconds. And then Michael Puletau arrives at Mlife's house in 12:16 minutes.
Okay, we're just flighting the second one, which is at 12.
So basically, they are just talking about how Michael Buleta was communicating with Katiso Katie Molefe, and then he went to his house to see him as well. There's a whole bunch of things, but that's where we are at the moment. Thank you very much, Poppy. Those of you who have just joined us, you're very welcome. We're talking about Madlanga Commission today. King Mukhale, thank you very much for the roses. We are talking about the commission today, and we are talking about the link and the communication between Michael Puletau, who's the police officer, former police officer who was arrested in this case. And it is very disheartening how the police are actually now having to arrest other officers. So within the SAPS, it looks like people don't know who to trust. So that is the tragedy of it all. By the way, did I say, guys, please, if you're new to the live, click on my profile picture and hit the red button that says FOLLOW. And do make sure that you connect to my red app as well if you want to watch Matlanga Commission or the ad hoc committee. on the Red app, you can just search Miss Media TV. You will see this very same profile picture, and you can connect with me under that profile picture. Or you can go to my bio, you will get a link to my Red app. And tomorrow we are going to be watching the ad hoc committee. Now, let's continue listening to that communication between Michael Puletau, who is an alleged hitman, former police officer, and alleged mastermind, Katiso Katie Molefe. Guys, bear in mind, none of these people have been charged. They are just like you, just like me. They are innocent until proven guilty, but this is what the investigators say.
16 minutes, as you said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said they haven't been charged. They have been charged. They have not been convicted. They've not been convicted, and all of them are out on bail. So please bear in mind, innocent until proven guilty. We are just repeating the allegations that are currently at the Madlanga Commission.
Say. And what is it that we see there where you say it's at 12, 16 minutes?
We're seeing the vehicle, which is the Mercedes-Benz Viano, that was later linked to Tao during arrest, arriving at the house of Kadiso Mulife.
So they have CCTV footage of that Viano arriving at the house of Katiso Katie Molefe. That Viano belongs to Michael Puletau, and he has admitted that it is his vehicle.
Okay.
On the 12th of April 2024, 16 minutes.
And then if we go to the next one, it's 33.2. You speak about the 13th of April, 2024.
Yes, on this one, the 13th of April 2024, Tau then received a message from Mulife with the name and cell phone number of the person who was identified as an employee for the company called QTech in Vereeniging.
Now let's put everything into context. Aman Swart would be unalived on 17 April. Now they're telling us that on, I believe, 12 April, Michael Puletau was seen at Katiso Katie Molefe's house. And on 13 April, he sent a WhatsApp, I believe, to Molefe.
When you say...
Sorry, witness A. When you say that, or when you say with the name and cell phone number of someone, what do you mean? Do you mean this message mentioned this cell phone number and person?
I mean, this message was giving the name and the cell phone number of this person who is identified as an employee at QTech. But now, the details of such are not going to be disclosed to the Commission.
Commissioners will see that on page 44 of your bundle, which will have the details under text, would have the actual text, but it's redacted for the public. It's redacted for the public, but on page 44 where it says text, 1259 in the WhatsApp chats, it will have a column that says text, and that will be the text that was actually in the WhatsApp. And what the witness is saying is that the name and cell phone number that's reflected in the block next to text was the text that was actually received from Mr. Tau. Sorry, from Mr. Molefe to Mr. Tau.
Can you have the witness confirm that?
Yes. That is what the witness had said. I'm just confirming that you can actually see it on your screen, whereas the public cannot. Then if we can then go to The next one, it's at 33.3.2, 2.2 on page 10.
Yes, Commissioner.
You
Then
can,
on this one, it is seen that Tau tried to get more information about this person that was given to him by Katiso from a person called Lerato.
Yeah, so there it is, right? Um, wait, I have to listen to that again, guys. Earlier we were saying, wait, wait. I just want to check. Did Lerato give the person or was she given? Let's hear it again.
that is what the witness had said. I'm just confirming that you can actually see it on your screen, whereas the public cannot. Then if we can then go to the next one, it's at 33.3.2, 2.2 on page 10.
Yes, Commissioner.
You
Then
can,
on this one, it is seen that Tau tried to get more information about this person that was given to him by Katiso from a person called Lerato.
do you know who Lerato is?
Yes, Lerato was identified and was interviewed, and the statement was obtained from her to confirm what I've just said.
So, allegedly. So, allegedly, Michael Bulotau got some pictures, I believe, and I believe pictures from Katie Mulefe, allegedly, and he wanted to confirm the identity of the person and was looking for his address as well. And Michael Bulotau sends a message to somebody called Lerato. And the message says, "Hi, love, there's something urgent. I will give you some numbers belonging to some white person. Please do your IEC magic. I want the number ASAP. He's addressed, in fact, please." So that's the message that Tau sends to this Lerato person. They do not say Lerato's surname. They do not say Lerato's surname, but we do know that the hotel where the party was happening, where the parties were happening, it's that hotel that we all saw when Lerato was given a hotel for, was it Valentine's? Was it Valentine's? And everybody was saying, this is amazing. We do know that they were meeting at that hotel, and yeah, that's all we know. But there's no surname. They're not saying which Lerato, and we also know that there are many Leratos in South Africa. I'm pretty sure in this life there are 125 Leratos, so anybody can be Lerato. But yeah, that is the coincidence. They don't say Lerato's surname, so we do not know, and we cannot say it's Lerato Kganyago for sure, because it's just such a common name, right? Maybe things will get clearer as time goes by, but yeah, essentially, in fact, I didn't read the message right. The message says, "Hi, love, there's something urgent. I will give you some numbers belonging to some white person. Please do your IEC magic. I want the number ASAP, please." His address, in fact. So I don't know what IEC magic is, but yeah, that is what it was.
At paragraph 33.2.2, that she was indeed requested by Tau to identify the person who works for QTech.
Okay, and then at 33.2.3,
In that one, Tao sends a message to Mulife asking, Would you please send me that company's name again? So I will assume that at this particular time he just needed confirmation from Tariso Mulife to send him the information of the company or the name of the company again, which is QTech.
And then at 33.2.4, you deal with the response to that email. Can you deal
So
with
that
that?
WhatsApp.
The response was that Mulife then did indeed send the name of the company, which is QTech.
And can you just on the screen for the record read the date and time of that message?
It is 13 April 2024, 14:39.
Thank you. And then at 33.2.5,
At 33.5, Tao makes a call to Mulife and also received a call from Mulife at 16:34.
we're on
While Tao
30.
was highly spotted.
Sorry, witness A, we're at 33.2.5, not 33.
So at the moment, they're just showing all the communication between Katiso Katie Molefe and alleged communication between Katiso Katie Molefe as well as this alleged hitman Michael Puletau, who was also an officer. And they're passing information back and forth, photos, identities of people. And one of the questions was, give me the name of that company again. And Katie Molefe said QTech. QTech is the company that Aman Swart happened to work for. Ribosums. I'm glad you're enjoying the live. Guys, please make sure you tap on your screen. Oh, we almost at 100, guys. Please make sure that you are tapping. Everybody, let's tap together. Let's do a quick speed round. Everybody tap. Thank you very much for tapping. If you're new to the live, please click on my profile picture and you're going to hit the button that says FOLLOW. A speed round is when we all do the same thing all together now. So right now we are tapping up the power taps and they're gonna go very quickly. If everybody taps, it goes super quick. Pussy, how you doing? Glee says Katiso has 18 unaliving cases, but he was granted bail. It is, I believe it is 5 cases, Glee. I'm not sure if it is 18. I believe it is 5. And it is Kat Matlala, who has 18 cases that were dropped previously. Everybody tap together now. Thank you, Busisiwe, for tapping. Mavis, I see you tapping. Mix, welcome to the live. Lindani, welcome to the live. Thank you very much, Chair, for tapping. Renee, thank you for tapping. Mavis, thank you for tapping. I do appreciate you. Tabiso, I see you. Welcome to the live. Eureka, a little bit late, but no detention for you. Busisiwe, thank you very much for tapping. Chauke, I see you. Luyanda, I see you tapping. Dumi, welcome to the live. Nweli, is it Nweli? I see you tap. Oh, with a W. I see you, Gwen. I see you, Cooper. I see you, Philip. Thank you very much for tapping. Eric, thank you for connecting with me. Beard King says the evidence was not supposed to come to Madlanga. They are implicating these guys. Absolutely, I think so. But you know, we were stuck between a rock and a hard place. Ndladla Mkhwanazi found himself in a situation where he's not getting any help, where things are not working out, and he decided to go public. But that, in a way, will likely, possibly, maybe not, compromise these cases, but we don't know. Nonetheless, so currently we are looking at those alleged WhatsApps between Molefe and Michael Puletao. Guys, if you're new to the live, please click on my profile picture and you're going to hit the FOLLOW button. I am on the Red app as well, you know, the one where we watch things. That one, please search for Miss Media TV and you're going to see this very same profile picture and and you can use it to connect with me there. Then you can watch Mazanga there, and you can watch Ad Hoc Committee there tomorrow. Tomorrow I will likely do Mazanga as it is not Mazanga, Ad Hoc Committee as it is live, and then a late delayed broadcast of Mazanga if possible. Thank you very much, Mandla. Given Tato, I see you. Thank you for connecting with me. I do appreciate it. Let's continue listening to that WhatsApp communication.
5. We're still on the 13th of
I'm too
April.
far.
Yes. 33.2.5. Yes.
My apology, commissioners. 33.2.5. That we've seen forwarding these photos from the internet of two QTech employees to Mulife with the message, "These must be them."
Okay. And then if we go.
So now Tau has sent pictures of two people to Molefe, and he says this must be them. Vineshri, thank you very much for the heart. Me.
Go to the 14th of April at 33.3.
All right, maybe before we do that, if you go back to 33.2.1, witness A, in the second last line, which starts, Mulife appears to have believed. You see that?
Yes, I'm on that, Commissioner.
Okay. So that first sentence that reads, Mulife appears to have believed that this person is a whistleblower in respect of the alleged fraud and corruption related to a Transnet contract. When you say this, where does this appear from? Remember, we're discussing the WhatsApp message, and then you say Mulife appears to have believed that the person was a whistleblower. Where does this appear from? In the WhatsApp message or other material?
I think this talks to the information that we had as we moved on with the investigation. The appear means that he was of the belief that the person that he was sending to Tau was a whistleblower.
Yes.
Because now we had knowledge as we moved with investigation that actually this person was not a whistleblower.
Yes. And then the second part of that paragraph, you say the contractor alleged to be committing the fraud is a company, and you give the name of the company there, you say SK Group. This is the first time.
So, guys, I think that is where they make mention of the fact that these people believed allegedly that the person that they were targeting was a whistleblower, but the officer, which is witness A, says it later turned out that that person was not the whistleblower.
It is mentioned, and I'm not sure whether you discuss further in your statement. You're going to talk more about this group, but it's not in the WhatsApp message unless I've missed it. So I'm trying to understand where this comes from, this information.
You are correct, Commissioner. It is not. This is now from our investigation, and I do agree that we actually needed to have given a little background of this SA group.
Yes.
But as it has been declared before, that more of the information will be a touch and go, because it talks to the investigation that is ongoing on this case and maybe on the other parallel investigation on this case. And maybe for purposes of this exercise of this commission, I will just mention to the commission that this SK group was a middleman, if I may just use that name, that was buying from QTech on behalf of Transnet. And then it was learned that this SK group was inflating prices way higher than what it was receiving the product from QTech for, which then would mean this perceived whistleblower would report the SA Group to Transnet and other bodies to say there is irregularities happening here. Just to give a brief description of what happened, Commissioners.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Baloy. This evidence will be led by witness B.
All right. And then maybe lastly from me, and this is more for you, Ms. Sigals, not necessarily to be done now, that where you've referred to the annexures, can we just make sure that the page numbers are also referred to so that they reflect on the record? Because I think we referred to these WhatsApp exchanges without page numbering them.
Will do. Thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioner Baloy was very, very awake today. She's always awake, but today she was extra. She was on the money. Commissioner Ceci Baloy, she was asking questions left, right, and center, and she wanted to understand what is what.
We are now at 33.3, witness A. Can you just read that paragraph for us regarding the 14th of April?
33.3.
Yes.
On 33.3, on the 14th of April at 3:27, Tao sends a message to Mulife, which reads, "We are here." And then at the same time, Tao's phone GPRS connects to a tower 2 kilometers from QTEX offices in Vereeniging
And that
at
is
15:29.
and that is on page 48 and 49.
So you will see that on 14 April, Dawo's phone pings at a tower near QTech in Vereeniging, 2 kilometers away. And his vehicle, the Viano, is spotted on CCTV in the vicinity of QTech. I don't think they've spoken about the CCTV. They're going to speak about it now.
9 of the annexure bundle. And then if you can go to 33.4.
At 33.4, Tao receives a forwarded ownership check, which is a forwarded message on his phone from Mulife, which is an ownership check of vehicle registration numbers.
And for that, it's page 50, 51, page 50 and 51 of the annexure bundle. So if I can understand what you're saying is that Mr. Tau is receiving from Mr. Molefe forwarded ownership checks for 3 registration numbers. Were you able to confirm what those?
On 15 April, Katiso Molefe sends 3 ownership checks of 3 different vehicles. The police couldn't figure out why, but yeah, that is just to show the kind of information that they were sharing between themselves, I believe. Or maybe they'll be linked later.
Those vehicle registration numbers relate to, are they in any way related to anyone at QTech?
No, they were not connected to anyone at QTech.
Okay. Continue at 33.5.
33.5, that is now on the 16th of April, which will be the day before the matter. And then, can I just jump to 33.51?
Okay, so there's been all of this, there's been all of this communication between them over several days leading up to the unaliving. And now we are on the day before. Remember, he was unalived on 17 April, and now it is 16 April. Guys, please tap, 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 tap on your screen. If you've just joined us, you're very, very welcome. Make sure you click on my profile picture, that one over there, and you're going to hit the FOLLOW button to connect with me. Now it is 16 April, and we are on the day before the unaliving. Absolutely, Beard King. Beard King says, I'm worried about the some of the questions exposing their strategies. But yeah, you are correct. But remember, the person leading evidence is mainly helping the witness to read his statement. So they're asking questions when they see that the witness is forgetting something that is already in their statement. So you know, they would have checked the statements, but I absolutely agree with you that there's too much being exposed. Of course, as a journalist, that's what I want. But as a human being, I am a little bit worried.
Yes, you may, and it with the reference to page 52 of the annexure bundle.
Yes, Tau makes a call to Mulife, and he also received a call from Mulife at 16:34, while Tau's vehicle is spotted on CCTV footage at QTech offices at
So, guys, I now realize I made a mistake. Earlier, they said Dao's vehicle was spotted in the vicinity. That was another day, right? I believe. This is now 16th. This is where the Viano was spotted again at QTech. It's a day before the unaliving, and Tau calls Katiso Molefe allegedly on the day before the unaliving.
16:39.
If I can just understand what you're saying is that at the time that Mr. Tau makes a call to Mr. Molefe at 16:31 and receives a call from Mr. Molefe at 16:34, his vehicle is, his cell phone is spotted to be 2 kilometers within the towers that's close to QTech, within 2 kilometers of a tower that's close to QTech.
Yes, but for the purposes of this paragraph, it is actually his physical motor vehicle on the CCTV footage that was retrieved from QTech.
So it's the footage at 16:39 on the 16th of April.
That is correct.
Yeah, so that is it, right? His cell phone is placed in the vicinity. His vehicle is placed in the vicinity the day before the unaliving. Tippy, so thank you for connecting. Fax, thank you for connecting. And that Vendor King, thank you for connecting.
Commissioners.
Continue. And we're now on page 11 at 33.5.2.
At 33.5.2 at 21:22, Tao's vehicle arrives at Mulife's house at around 21:36.
And that is on page 53 of the annexures.
All right, so on the same day after this vehicle comes back from QTech, it allegedly goes to Katiso Katie Molefe's home.
And you say that the Viano arrives at Mr. Molefe's house at 21:22 on the evening before the murder.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it left there at 21:36.
Okay. And then if we can go to 33.6.
So the Viano was at Katiso Molefe's house for just 14 minutes. Very quick in and out.
And on the 17th. This is now the day of the murder. And it's the reference for the annexures is 54, page 54.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, commissioners, can I carry on?
Yes, you may.
So, on 33.6 on the 17th of April at 8, the white Hyundai that belongs to that was found at Musa's house during arrest. You
may read it, witness A.
the whole paragraph.
Yes.
Oh, it says on 17 April 2024 at 8:04, the white I-20 arrives at Kekana's house in Q at 8:12. Cell phone activity resumes at 8:17. And then at around that time, Tau sends a message to Mulife saying, "Morning Aputi, Rishab," which was then translated to say, "Morning, brother, we are okay."
So that morning they see that Hyundai, the I-20, and they're seeing it arriving at Musa's house. I think that is one of the accused. And Tau, Michael Puletau, sends a message to Katiso Katie Molefe, allegedly, that says, "Hi, Abuti Reshap. Hello, brother, we are fine." And let's hear what the investigator thinks the message means.
Shibir.
I don't think it's that one.
This inference I draw the inference that from the timing of the message and the fact that there was no message that preceded it, it was him telling him that they went good in Vereeniging and they are not arrested and they are back. So it was just giving them, he was just giving Mulife information that wherever they are okay, for him not to worry.
And if we can just place the timing in context, the murder of Mr. Amanswart occurred at just after 7 in Vereniging. And this is now at 8:17, an hour and some minutes later, but they are back in Johannesburg. This is happening in Johannesburg, this conversation, or the WhatsApp is being sent when Mr. Tau is in Johannesburg.
So this is something that I can speak directly to because my home is very close to where all of this was happening, and I did work in Joburg at some point, and I was traveling on this route that they would have traveled, whether it's the old Johannesburg Road or the R59. And they say they did this allegedly in Vereeniging, and then they went to Q in Joburg, and they then contacted Katiso Katie Molefe about an hour and 20 minutes or so, an hour and some minutes after the unaliving. And Tau said, "Morning Abuti Reshapone." It takes about an hour, give or take traffic. It takes about an hour to go from where they were allegedly to where they ended up. And the investigating officer will say that in the morning their phones were switched off while they were in Joburg, so they probably left their phones somewhere in Joburg, in Q, I believe, and then went to the Val and then got back. Only when they got back and switched on their phones did they then allegedly send the message to Katiso Molefe to say Abuti Reshapone. And then also they so since they didn't have phones, the police believe that they were using the burner phones to communicate with each other. Yeah, so that is what they believe, but they will say all of that there. It definitely looks very it looks very damning.
That is correct. Also, what we understood about this was that uh, when they arrived at Musa's house in the morning, they switched their personal phones off and they left, which could then mean that their phones were left at Q. And then they went to Vereeniging and committed the crime and then came back. And that is was only when their phone came back on again. And then maybe they were doing this so that they cannot be connected to a crime scene by their personal phones, which is why they were using the two burner phones that I spoke about earlier on. Because with them, there is information that we have that puts both of the phones in the vicinity of Vereeniging during the commission of crime, and there's also information that tells us that they were communicating between themselves, these two burner phones.
And what about the Viano? You've spoken about the I-20, and we know
So that is pretty much what happened there. Guys, please tap, 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 tap on your screen. If you've just joined us, you're very, very welcome. I hope you're having a fantastic Monday today. Happy Monday. Is it still Monday? Yes, it's still Monday. You've still got two. I don't know what time it is, but you've still got some hours before Monday is over, right? Luantle, thank you very much for the gifts. Somashi, thank you very much for the gifts. Guys, if you're new to the live, you're welcome. Also, if you're new to the live, you're gonna have to put a smile on my face. And how are you gonna do that? How are you gonna put a smile on my face? Well, it's super, super easy. You're gonna start by clicking on my profile picture, that one over there, and then you're gonna hit the red button that says FOLLOW to connect with me. Thank you very much, Mabi Antonio. Thank you very much, Mike. Thank you very much for the roses. You just hit that FOLLOW button to connect. Also, guys, because of Madlanga and because of our committee, I do not come live at the same time every day. Poppy with the paper crane. Thank you so much for the paper crane. Guys, please hit the notification bell. You click on my profile picture, you hit the notification bell first. Start with FOLLOW, and then you hit the notification bell to know when I am live, because I come live at different times. So, guys, that is pretty much the summary of what happened today at Madlanka. Oh, that took us an hour and 15 minutes. So, yeah, that is the summary of what happened today. Now I'm going to need you to call in and let's talk about what you saw today and what you think about today. We have 45 minutes. After 45 minutes, I'm going to go off because we've got to sleep and prep for tomorrow. We've got to sleep. So after 45 minutes, I'm going off, but I need you guys to please call in. For me, the biggest takeaway of today was, we really do have to respect other people's jobs, and I really feel very sorry for those police officers who have been risking their lives and who are at risk and most likely risking the lives of their family members as well. So yeah, that is, yeah, it is sad, man. At some point, I felt sad because they're scared and they even ask for protection. They even ask for protection, which is why they're at a safe house and they're getting protection from other officers. But then you don't know who's rotten and who's not, and that is the very sad part of it, right? Luanle, thank you very much for the donut. Um, Guys, are you calling in or are we done for the day? Can we call it a day? Can we call it a day? Nobody wants to call in and comment. Let's call it a day and then meet again tomorrow. Is that what we're gonna do? Mlambia says our country is run by mafia guys. Yeah, Evangelist, how are you doing? Philemon says, for me, I see that Mkwanazi said about members that he talked about that they will protect themselves. And Beard King says, Oh, you are responding to somebody else. Thank you very much, Strong Luanle. Thank you very much for the gifts. So yeah, guys, that is what happened today. And then tomorrow we are going to the ad hoc committee. We will see how the ad hoc committee goes tomorrow. Tomorrow it's Senzo Mkulu, and he is going to give a little bit of testimony for about 2 hours. I get a feeling that it's going to be longer than 2 hours. Stand strong. I'll see you tomorrow. I get a feeling that testimony is going to be longer than 2 hours because we saw how he answers one question with a long answer. There's one question that he answered for more than 1 hour. And I was like, "Butikeda, Mr. Minister, finish what you're saying." He didn't finish. It took more than an hour. And then he still complained later that they're not giving him enough time to give his answers. So so that's what happened. So that's why I'm saying tomorrow, I don't know if 2 hours is going to be enough. Judging from what we've seen from Kunu, 2 hours could be enough for just 2 or 3 questions. So we shall find out tomorrow. Let's meet again tomorrow, guys. I'm gonna park it here. I'm gonna land here, because I don't think there's any calls because so much has happened, right? Thank you very much, Lisa. Ken, thank you very much for sharing the live. So we're gonna end it here, and then tomorrow we will pick it up again with the ad hoc committee. Philemon says, Miss Media, I'm worried about Gauteng SAPS as we live here around Q. Yeah, I understand. It was scary. It sounds like so many of them are just doing things that they should not be doing. But yeah, it is what it is. But at least now we know. We have the Madlanga Commission to inform us. Now we know. Guys, before I end the live, please just make sure that you have connected. Click on my profile picture, hit FOLLOW. And yeah, thank you very much, guys, for joining tonight. It's a wrap. We shall meet each other tomorrow. I appreciate each and every single one of you, and I love you all. Oh, let me take Dolly. Let me just quickly take Dolly before I end the live. Dolly always makes me laugh with her comments. Dolly,
Hey, kaloku uyandazi isifuba siyatshisa.
isifuba siyatshisa. Sitshiswa yintoni?
Ndiye ndilinde nje xa uthi uyangena ndithi Thixo nanku engene ndixelele uba uyangena makhe ndimbuze uba umgosi lungaka. Ingathi ke salunomkhrisi ingathi ibheyili ingathi uzayinikwa eJoburg.
Hayi, ndibona loo nto nam. Ndibona loo
Uzayinikwa
nto.
and uzayinikwa ndinomkhrisi kuzawunyiwe. Uyabona uba kuphumela katisi uyabona kwakho ihayista ethembisa. Uzawubuya nezakhe zikamagama ke.
Nyhani Dolly, ndibona loo nto bendiyicingile before ndizawuza live bendiyijongile ndithi hayi apha ndiyabona uba uyahamba uye ekhaya because yena futhi ii-charges zakhe azikho nintsi, ayikho ne-analyving phaya, so inoba uzayifumana ibheyile.
Ayikho.
Ndibona loo nto.
And uzayifumana ndiyabona laa nto kamnashem laa magistrate useJoburg ngoyena ucorrupt lo ndimbonayo.
Hayi,
Ngoyena ucorrupt ufuna ulungiswa.
ungambizi ngocorrupt, ithi allegedly, ithi ndicinga fanuba.
Ingxaki makuba ndithi iyandidinisa into yakhe because bayalelwa phaa ngaba bayazi uba banobungozi aba bantu, yena uyabavumela qho.
Yho, inzima ingxaki uyabona abantu kwi-community abanawo amandla. Nditsho nayo i-court only has certain powers. If umagistrate oyi-one ethe so izawuhlala injalo loo nto, so iba
But
difficult.
mamela yazi ke ndixelele nditsho ndithi ixhomekeka uba isimo sendawo sinjani ne. Uba ngaba abantu abanintsi bafumbathisiwe ke iza kwenzeka laa nto. Kuthi apha sake sanayo ii-cases ezinjalo apha eKapa apha eStellenbosch. Thina sasuka sonke ngabahlali laa mina avelayo, laa mina kuthiwa uyoaphila for laa nto yakhe laa mfana ibheyili yakhe. Sayogcwala phaa kumajistrate, sathi uphuma kwakhe sayilayita laa majistrate yakhe because akekho nto ayimsalele kumphakathi laa mntu wakhe. Ndithi kwakubi ndiyi-chaos.
Umfana mphi nayilayita kanjani intoni ukulayita?
No, sendinza umzekelo ngale efana nale iyekelwa ngabantu bahlala kufutshane kulaa nto because thina sikude. Umfana njani ne, umfana ehlobo umlayito ngulo, sasiye ngodlame ne, ecourt udlamelo odwa lingekho uba liye court qha liyoxela umajistrate uba njengoba ethwe engayinikwa nge-high court eCape Town, ngoku wena uzothatha nawe uzothatha amatshansi because wena uzamkhupha yena because uyabakhupha abaninzi usobakhuphile. So thina sizohlala nabo, it's either uyabagcina apho ngaphakathi okanye sawubona uba masithini makubanjwe thina ke xa caba bona bakwazi ubanjwa bona. And
ingxaki
ke
ke Dolly,
yayingekho
umvile utheni la witness A uthe the time kuvela uMichael Puletau ecourt after eboshiwe first time uthi kwakugqwele phaya kugqwele abantu abazomsupport not abazosupporta lo swelekileyo basupporta lo oboshiweyo. So uyayibona ii-communities azifani.
yileyo ndiyitsho kaloku ndithi yileyo ndiyitsho lo Miss D ndithi ke into eyenzekayo ne kwi-community kubakho aba bantu ndibona uba bafumana imali. Yabona umntu ofana noNomkhithi soze angabi namali unemali straight, so kukhona aba bazawufumbathiswa njengalowo, so kwenzela into uba bangakhokheli. Bakhona abantu abathagethwayo yaqaphela ekuhlaleni ubona uba lo mntu lo uMiss Media wazi yonke into and uMiss Media xa enokuqokelela abantu ingenzeka yonke into afune yenzeke. Iqaphela kuvele kucinywe bona aba bantu banjalo kushiyeke aba bangoodoli ke ngoku bangazukuphefoma nto bazawube bembomba apha ecaleni akho nto azawuyenza umntu ngaloo nto, yabo. Because lena shem laa mfana andifuni uxoka mna njengoba kutshiwo kuzawuphinda kwenzeka enye into erongo. Kuzawuphinde ke ngoku ingxaki bekufanele uba siyiveze thina bantu, thina bahlali, thina abantu baseSouth Africa uba amapolisa alisho uba wasebenzi. Abantu abangasebenziyo ngabaya bafanele bagwebe isigebenga qho abantu
From your
besikhuphela
earlier
ngaphandle basikhuphela
evidence
ngaphandle
that the Viano was
Qhubeka sisi, sorry.
because akukho mandi into uba naba bantu bangamapolisa akukho mandi wena Miss Media uba bathathe isigeleke xa basifake etrongweni yena umantyi abakhuphele ngaphandle uthi mabayephi ngaphandle aphinde enze into laa mntu phinde ke kulindele uba yena amapolisa maphinde awubamba laa mntu. Uyabona ke ngoku laa nto ibithethwa nguSkwabha esithi uSkwabha abangamsetshi ngotri ngoba bazawubambisa intontoni bathe befudula. Yile nto ndifikela kulo simo because bayadikwa because basa abantu phana babakhuphe bona.
Ukufaka lezi zinto
Bayabakhupha bona babasa bayakhupha xa igqibile baphinde bakhale kakhona uba kutheni le nto abantu bomthetho bebulala iinto nezi. Bafuna babenze njani just because xa bebasekubamba bona mababagwebe abafuni bagweba baphinde baphumele ngaphandle baye phandle baphinde bawubulala baphinde kuthiwe mapolisa yanobamba. Akumandanga kaloku Miss Media ubamba umntu omnye oko 2 days 3 days okanye 2 weeks uphinde uyabuya uba lapha. Akumandanga. Yile nto ke ngoku umzekelo thina into iyenziwa ngaba basiphetheyo kutshintshwa indlela abayiyo amapolisa. Yile nto wazawukhohlakala nawo. Azixele yabona ngoku into enzekayo akuzuphinde simbambe uMiss Media because Miss Media ngulukhutshwa oko yena. Iplani akanyuke straight ngoku. Uyayibo? Kuthiwe umntu wamapolisa arongo akarongwanga amapolisa. Abarongwanga nyhani sentsho uba silasi ndiyabona nomama khona undwebi umfazi kaNomkhithi uyayazi uzawuphuma ndithi yeyi bawo sisengxaki nguNomkhithi. Thixo.
Ewe ndimbonile nami ndithi yeyi kumandi apha eSouth Africa. Yazi the time kune-documentary le kaBester noNandipha ndabona ii-TikToks ezininzi abantu overseas particularly Americans besithi hayi bo eSouth Africa kanti injani ikhoti yakhona. Abantu bahamba bezihambela ekhoti banxibe kakuhle bafake ezi-makeups abantu bebemengele
Mamela
bebethukile.
oyena mntu usiphambane uba ngubalizwe liphambane ngulaa Bester lwa. Yabona Bester lwa yo ngomnye oze nenye lwa lufuna uzithethela ekhoti ufuna uthethela afuna amalungelo wakhe.
Yeah, so
And ke ngoku
kumnandi eSouth
iwesi
Africa.
iwesi akumandanga kumandi kuba umntu uba benemali
Kumandi
because akumandanga
kubo,
umntu ongenamali.
nditsho loo nto, nditsho loo nto.
Yacinezela umntu ongenamali onemali yena uphila kamandi uba sezulwini yena. Yile nto nditsho ndithi ndandithandaza ke kona omnye ubrother wam ongamameli ofana noNomkhithi. Ndathandaza ndathi uThixo abantwana bam mabangabeleqana nalo ngoba lo uxakile lo. Mabamenze le imali okwanguSkwabha bamphathise igani xa begqibile bathe beqale qala ngoba akamameli. Wayede ayithile ngomlomo wakhe ke yena kukhazini wam athi yintoni uba bandithathe ngoba kandifika phaa mna ndifike ndihlale elantuke erumini yam ndodwa mna ndine-TV mna ndinebhedi mna
Kumandi.
nditya ukutya okurayithi and mna ndizowenza imasaji ndithi wathi ndikwiholideyi hayi ndathi handincamile ndathi uthini wathi ndibonde wabe ndibonisa ifowuni le nto ndikuwo ndithi ungafika unomthuthula ifowuni ngoyapha kulaa ndawo wabe ndibonisa ifowuni sijonga jonga okondifota mna jonga ndithi bendizibona zifoto qha xa kunobufote lapha uthi zizo ke mntasekhaya and ke naye andifuni uxoka andifuni ukuthi kwathini yazi umntu oke wabulala wena Miss Media sinento esingayaziyo igazi lihleli limnukela xa kufike ezaa ntsuku ngoba lo wasike behlala bengathi uyekile ingathi uyekile uthi uyava because umamakhe ke besehlala elalini uthi uyava kuthiwa nangu usana ubulela umntu forward ngeke mazi bombulela ntoni
Yo,
bulelela imali qha
injalo, I can't even disagree. Injalo, kodwa ke masingalibali uba in this case bonke aba bantu they are not convicted. Bayafana nam nawe. Basese innocent just ba accused. Indaba enkulu ilapho. So unfortunately iMadlanga Commission happened too early. I-cases zingakagcijwa. So that's the unfortunate part ukuthi ngoku asizukwazi uba what's going to happen from here onwards. We are just confused as a nation. So sizawubona wethu sizawubona makwenzeke okwenzekayo sizawubona.
uyabuza nangezi ID ziyi-2 kwakhe laa cat yho uyadikana nomkrithi yho
Hey.
indlela ayi-o ngayo Miss B ungadibana endleleni Miss Media uthi ngumfana na
Hayi Dolly ndizakubetha babayi.
hayi ndithetha serious ndifuna nimlumkele because nalo sekudokutho uphantse wambulala laa ntombazana kubona umntu ufana ucinga uba yiwuwa yilo mfana awumazi mosa ndithi so ewe ngosesimazi ngoba lokhu sevele kwiindawo zonke but xa unoze kudibane naye ubungakamazi kwanto ubuzothi nanku umfana uqonde umfana ose-odisent onje kanti awuyazi uba uyakwexakile
Mandicelele Dolly masihambe siyolala ne.
nanku umntu ufuna uthetha ugugu akafuna uthetha ufuna usilalisa
Masihambe siyolala. I think
ikwasiyelo
uGugu
bhodi
requested by
ngetshomi yam se
mistake.
ndiba ndithini ndithi ke ndicinga apha emini xa ndibone le nto yakhe ndijonga laa mfazi wakhe ndithi eyi oMiss Media mabangazi ngapha laa mfana la uzawugqina cepha athi ndizandikhuphela for ikhofi
Hayi mandizakubetha wena.
nayithi kunetho
Enkosi sisi goodbye enkosi.
ungabiswa nguku utata usenzo ngomso Thixo
Hey ngomso yaqala futhi enye.
akazuteketa
Gugu, how are you
bye.
doing? Bye bye. I think Gugu requested by mistake, guys. Guys, let's end here. Tomorrow we have to be ready for
Masilaleni,
tomorrow.
good night.
Maslaleni, good night, and go see you tomorrow. All right, everybody, thank you very much for joining. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you are new to the live, please make sure you click on my profile picture, that one at the top, and you're gonna hit the FOLLOW button to connect with me. Tomorrow we are doing ad hoc committee. I cannot for the life of me remember the time for tomorrow. You know, the problem with ad hoc committee is they're just so erratic. They have different times that they start. They're just very unpredictable. What was the time for tomorrow, guys? I remember they did say, I believe it was 10 a.m., but I cannot be sure. Guys, what time is ad hoc committee tomorrow? What time is ad hoc committee tomorrow? 9 a.m.? No, is it 9 a.m.? They don't like to wake up those ones. Is it 9? What are you guys saying? Is it 9? I didn't budget for 9. Oh, everybody's saying 9. Okay, I guess you are correct. It's probably 9 a.m. Wow, they want to start early. Yeah, because they still have to finish the rest of the testimony and then go into the questioning session. So thank you very much, everybody. Those of you who just connected with me, thank you very much. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. It's going to be good night and see you tomorrow. Yeah. Somashi, good night. Les, Portia, Nogwazi, good night to you. Ari, good night. Mavis, good night to you. Mr. Posh, Nono, Mangi, Zakes, Smosh, Benevolent, Soulful Boogie, Beard King, Tepi, Piwe, I see you. Good night to you. Mahlatse Tabang, I see you. Favored, I see you. Mahla Goja, and Keb Zozo, I see you. Verash, Swissy Somatha, JB, Reggie, Harry, Just Mo, Deli, Skumbuzo, Kele Miriam Samkelisiwe, Rapeleng Natizo Tembi Felicia. Good night and see you next time. See you tomorrow, everybody.